On the 3rd of November 2010, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Film Studios filed for bankruptcy. Production stopped on all of the company's films, including the new James Bond film. Today, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer does not feature in any list of the top brands in America. But for over 30 years, it was the most successful filmmaking company in the world. And its logo, Leo the Lion, was one of the most famous in the world. MGM was formed in 1924. Its parent company, Loew's Theaters, needed films for its chain of cinemas. Loew's appointed Louis B. Mayer head of the company, and Mayer appointed Irving Thalberg head of production. Under Mayer and Thalberg, MGM made approximately 50 films per year in the 1920s and 1930s. These films had big stars like Clark Gable, Greta Garbo, Fred Astaire, and Ginger Rogers. All of them signed to exclusive contracts. The films were made in Los Angeles in the company's own studios. In 1936, Thalberg died. Mayer tried to replace him, but never succeeded. MGM continued to be successful. In 1939, the company produced two of the most successful films ever, Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz. By the 1950s, the company was in decline. Television was now very popular, and MGM decided on a strategy of producing big, expensive films. Not all of these films were successful. In 1969, the company was bought by a millionaire casino owner called Kirk Kerkorian. Kerkorian began to produce fewer films, and he sold off the old studios. He used the company's name to set up a separate business, a series of luxury hotels in Las Vegas and other cities. In 1981, MGM bought another film company, United Artists. With this purchase, the company owned the rights to the James Bond films. Despite this, the company struggled. New owners came and went, but none of them ever put in enough investment to make the company profitable again. In fact, the company's debts grew. MGM moved from their original studios in the late 1980s, and these studios and buildings were eventually bought by Sony Pictures. In December 2010, a court in Los Angeles approved a restructuring of MGM. The new company is much smaller. 50 people have left since the bankruptcy, and the company is moving to smaller offices. The old MGM studios are housing estates and shopping malls, or they belong to other, bigger film companies. MGM will soon celebrate its centenary, and James Bond will return in 2 new films. But only Leo the Lion remains from the company's glory days.